Stepping in the spot like she own it. Looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my, yeah. Talk of the city with that body. Always getting praised like it's Sunday. She said, baby, what you gonna do?
All right, y'all. Welcome back, everyone, to Tribe Foolery, a podcast redefining sisterhood. We are happy to be back on the scene. Once again, I am Amanda.
I'm Tom.
I'm Candy.
I'm Shakira.
And we are Tribe Foolery, but today we have a special member of our tribe that's coming all the way via Zoom. Who is your girl? Introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Utopia.
Y'all, ooh, this is about to be a lit episode, y'all. Y'all have no idea.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Hopefully.
Here we go.
I hope I'm not too embarrassed.
Baby, look. So, as you know, I think out of all of us, most of us are single in this room.
Yeah.
And, something that's been on my mind is the thing called dating, more importantly, online dating, because the foolery and the fuck shit that is out there, I just wanted to talk about it with my girls.
Yeah.
And see how y'all felt about this online dating thing. So, like the kids say, I'm tackling one of my current icks. And if you,
okay.
Look at,
okay.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to keep it current, boo. We're going to talk about, you don't know what icks are?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Like when people say, don't
This
yuck
is
my
a
yum.
problem.
Like when people say what?
Don't yuck my yum.
She don't know that either.
Okay.
So it's what you don't like, but the kids say icks.
Oh, okay, cool.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
So what I wanted to do is I'm gonna start out with a couple of dating facts that I just want to put out there that I actually found about dating as Black women and dating in general. So 3 in 10 U.S. adults say that they have used a dating site. And their experiences range from triumphant to troubling, as some report meeting their partner online and being excited about prospects, while others report facing harassment or scams.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems like a possibility.
Been there, done that.
Baby, look, because the U.S. prince and the money and the military, look, child, it's a lot.
And
Yeah, give me a good
from
military
other countries
man.
and things.
But they stationed in Ukraine. The new one is that they're stationed in Ukraine, and then they want you to send them money
Yes, my prince from
Girl,
across
real
to help
military
them out
man
with
ain't about to
relief.
ask
who
you
wants me to
That
help
part-
him.
that part.
Ponzi scheme. I love that.
But I'm telling y'all, it's real. It's like, oh
Didn't
my
know this was a
God,
thing.
I love you so much. Boo, how you love me on day one? But we're going to get to that as we go.
You know, oh, that's a pet peeve of mine. And that's it.
Oh, we know.
It doesn't matter if it's online or not. Like, that's a pet peeve. Do not.
I would agree.
you
Didn't
don't
I
know
tell
me.
you that you love you on day one? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because if
Look,
you want.
her and Topi with the Mississippi water, they be coming.
Lie.
Look,
Yeah,
they be coming.
that's told.
Look.
That's
Baby.
both of y'all, man.
No, that is not. No,
We have
that's
a running joke.
They be chasing you.
About Candy
No,
and
it's you
Taupe,
both.
because these two have the rivers of gold.
Okay. Listen, they be being
not true.
seeked out and chased.
They be stalked. Okay.
Not true.
After
like-
years.
They're like, I don't
Years.
care how long it's
That-
been. I still
It
am
can
in
be
love
5
with you.
years later.
I miss you.
I'ma see if she thinking about me.
Oh my goodness.
It's like the smell of the yanni is still on their upper lip.
Okay.
No, that's not true. That's the ones that be chasing my homie over there.
Baby, when I tell you, y'all, anyways, back to what we were saying. So, the other fact is that 62% of Black women are unpartnered. I thought that was really like crazy because I'm like, dang, like, is that really real? Like 62% of all Black women are single and they're unpartnered. And the landscape for Black women is often bleak and unwelcoming, both in online and real life. In real life, Black women are navigating a dating world that's filled with microaggressions, colorism, and outright racism. And another part of that is how we feel that we're fetishized in that. And it's just like, I was like, man, it's so true, because it's like especially when you get on these apps, like I feel like it's even more magnified, because like when
That's
you
what
meet
I
a
was gonna
person in real
ask.
life, it's cool, but like on these apps, it's like you feel
I'm
like
gonna try it. I'm gonna shoot the shot. I'm gonna see if you gonna be cool
Right.
with this, or if you gonna just take
Or
it,
no.
or not. So like those things that you said, microaggressions and racism and all types of different, just debauchery. Sometimes
Right.
people feel more confident to try because we're online.
Because they're behind the
So,
computer.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to tell you that to your face. Because
Yeah.
it's like, especially some other folks that are outside of the black race, they'll, be like, hey, how are you doing? And it's like, hold on. In my mind, I'm like, are you trying to talk to me because you want to genuinely get to know me? Or is it because of some fetish you've never been with a black
wanna
woman
try
and you want to try?
Girl, I had a whole dude send me a whole naked picture of first day. First day conversation. Well, not naked. He had on underwear. But a whole naked picture talking about some, I wish you were right here beside me. Bruh, you don't even know me. I could be one
Girl,
of the
was it
people that's...
boxers or briefs?
It was briefs, girl.
I'm curious.
It was briefs.
Tidy white? Oh, I was like, tidy
It
whities?
depends.
Look, I was looking
What
at
are
the
you
cushion
wearing?
jersey in the background. So if I'm not paying attention to you...
Okay.
Girl.
That's another thing, y'all. When people be sending pictures and like even pictures on online dating, it's like, okay, for those of us that are single that have been on the apps, do you look at the stuff that's that person, or are you looking at the background and everything else in the picture itself?
Make me want to look at you.
That part.
Ooh, okay. Well, what is
Come on, energy. Come on, energy. She
Well,
just
what
said
does
She was
that
ready for it.
mean?
Come on,
She
mama.
said, make
Make me want to look
It
at you. Like sometimes it's in the eyes. Like when somebody takes a picture, if you're dead in the eyes, I'm probably looking at everything else. All right. If
Right,
you have
I
a
get
good
it.
smile, I look at that.
I get it.
You know, but
And
you
if
gotta-
your body's
face
nice,
Right.
Oh,
then
that
she
too.
might keep looking at that.
But okay, so I feel like that's the thing though, because like if all of your pictures are body,
That is a thing.
and it's like, okay, what are you hiding? Like in my mind, I'm like, yeah,
That's-
you fine,
I
but
think
like,
it's catfish.
Oh,
ooh,
Well, see, and that's why, like, for me, like, I haven't done the online dating,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think I have the mental capacity to do it. But don't judge me. But I have a big issue with like being able to see who you are. Like, I have to feel your energy, and like if I can't feel your energy online, I'm automatically assuming it's a scam. So for me, like that just won't work for me because I like anybody that write me even if they're genuine, I'm like bullshit because. And so I think that's why I could never get into online dating, and then it'd be too much information, people popping up. I'm like, okay, that's too much connection. I need to.
it's too much.
Yeah,
connection.
unsolicited dick pics. What about you, Toe?
I've never had
I
unsolicited
have
dick
never
pics.
done the online dating.
Have you ever had unsolicited dick pics?
Oh, yes. Even videos, like they are going beyond pictures. They will send a video of them playing with themselves. It's a bit much.
Goodness.
That is crazy to me.
I'm
That is
like-
so crazy. Like I'm not communicating. You will send some shit like that?
I like it.
I don't.
like it unsolicited.
Wait, because Shakira is here with these real quick responses to things.
Sorry, I like looking at penises. You know how some people are like, that's ugly. A dick is ugly. I'm like, nah, to me.
Well, my thing is, I don't think that it's. I wouldn't say that it's ugly. What I'm saying is, I don't get unsolicited ones anyway. But all my shit is like private. I would have to get approved. You have to get approved to even send it to me. However,
Yeah, she got to stop all them stalkers for that
that is
Mississippi
not
water.
true. That is not true. That is not it. It's just that because I like people like that anyway. But no, but I don't have an issue with actually seeing dick pics. I don't think that I would ever want unsolicited ones. Like I don't know you.
That's the thing. Like I don't mind because I'll ask for it. I'll be like, hey, because I don't want to be dick fished. I don't. Because it's happened before and it's pissed me. Yes, girl. Because they'll be like,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
girl,
this is my
yes,
first time ever
because you know
hearing that
niggas
word.
be lying on their dick. They do, and I'm just
I
like,
didn't
you
know
know what?
that.
Before we get
Big
to this
thing.
point, I need to see what you got, and also put your face in the picture. Like I need to see that it's you, because you know folks be out here on the Twitter
And fake-
and they be pulling pictures and screen clips and then want to send it
Y'all
to you
wanna-
like it's real, and it's
I
like.
know,
I would never put
Y'all wanna
myself
know
in
the
that way.
funniest
Be like,
one?
let me give you a fake
The
something,
only
and then
dick
I
pic
actually have
I
to come For real. No, you're good.
The only dick pic I do not like is when you're standing up and you taking a picture.
And you see
and I see you.
But you know what you should do? Like when y'all get those unsolicited dick pics, send them a picture of a dick back. Send them a picture of a dick back. Like, hey, you like mine too? Like shit.
Yo.
Or that, bro, they come in with the doodle text and be like, send me a picture of you playing with yourself, and they go get some like Tonka
That
childish, but I love it. I'm here for it.
likely to be me. Like, let me go and find some actual baby dolls and sit up here and bang them together. This is what I do to entertain myself.
Look, I come prepared. I keep one in my.
And it's naked.
Y'all are crazy.
So,
Shoot. But you know what? It's just crazy because people just, I don't think people really think it through. And it's like, I feel like sometimes it's a little bit of desperation in it and behind it, because it's like, but to me, I'm like, is that all you have to offer me? Like I said, I love a dick pic. Think dicks are great. I'm an art major. I've seen a lot of dicks in my life. However, wait, let me clean that up. I've drawn a lot of dicks in my life. I don't know if that makes it any better, but whatever. But
It's art.
It is art. It's a booty hole.
I mean, they make sculptures of dicks. It's fun.
Dicks are art. Keep going.
It's only an art if you know how to use it.
yeah,
If you can't use it, it ain't art. I'm sorry.
When I thought
it's
about
just
the
there.
dicks that we know of that are sculpted into art.
Yeah, they're not nice.
Yeah.
Do y'all know
Not
that y'all could
usually.
form like dicks?
Dick molds?
Yes, there's
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Hey, stay on
Okay,
topic.
my bad.
Sorry.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. All right, so we're gonna move into our first segment of What Does the Tribe Say? And one of the things that I also found in my research for this episode was that the least desirable people in dating apps are Asian men and Black women. So with that,
I've heard that before.
what have been some of your experiences in dating apps or just dating in general? Because I know, like, Topi and Candy, they haven't been on apps, but like what
hasn't either.
or well, you are different. You're
I'm
just
barely doing social media.
you're the unicorn. But what was your experience in dating prior to?
So my past
online?
7-year relationship, I met him on a dating app.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to be a little
Really?
thot. Yeah, I met him on a dating app, and I don't know, it turned out pretty good. So
Yeah.
that's why I try to still give it a chance. But sometimes I'm swiping and I'm like, I'll swipe right on somebody. Swipe right means that you're saying you like them.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
I watch TV.
it's a check.
I didn't know
I knew that.
Oh, we supposed to pretend we did?
No,
Girl, I do it.
no.
So I'll swipe right on somebody and it'll match, and I'm just like, I know for a fucking fact I am not your type.
Right.
And I just keep going. Or it's a fetish thing, or it's a
Question.
catfish thing.
Question, but why do you think, whenever this
said
person
the
that
thought.
you're looking at, why do you think automatically assume, or whatever that is going in your head, that you're not their type? What it is about them?
I read their bios. I can tell. Either sometimes they're looking for money, sometimes it's catfish.
Like they
You
said that in
literally
the bio?
have to break
It
that
says
shit
that in
down.
the bio?
No.
So, okay, I'm asking-
Hold on.
so I'm asking,
you're-
it's like,
as
what-
I'm
so what
reading their bio, I can tell they're very much sometimes shallow and a lot about looks. And I look at how y'all know I'm like a bum a lot of times. I'm like t-shirt, sweats.
My
I don't
favorite
consider that
apparel.
bummish. That's like comfortable.
No, a lot of people do. It's my favorite apparel.
So like
It's not a bum, it's
I
comfy.
don't know. I'm on the fence about a lot of things because I'm like I've been around dudes like you, and I know
It's
I
some
can
of them,
tell.
because
Yeah.
it's like you can like you were saying, you can tell in how they're saying things, and that you didn't read my bio, obviously, because I've gotten to be more specific when I was on them. because right now I just deleted all them hoes because I was like, fuck this
Again.
shit in the dating pool. But you can know when they've read your shit or when they have it. And if I decide to entertain it, usually that first conversation, I'm like, yep, unmatched. Nope, that ain't it.
That brings up a question I had. So, okay, we have these phones in our hands and we're dating people based on these phones, or we're looking for them based on these phones. And then, like, we're doing the swipe thing, right? So right or left, yay or nay. Yeah? Okay. So are we not just doing the let me see how you look? No, let me see how you look. Yes. Like, is that not really what's happening?
I read.
So you look at their interests, their hobbies, and if though they can write a little bio, you can look at all of that different stuff. So
or they can
I
leave a
read
voice
it
message
because I need to know if I'm going to start the conversation. Because on Bumble, you have to the female has to start the conversation when it's man and woman in order for the guy to be able to reply.
Right.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
if you some people are just wanted to like feel better, because I used to do that when like my self-confidence was really low. I'm just like, let me see who thinks I'm pretty.
It's real.
Doesn't Bumble have like a friendship section? Or does some of them have like a friendship? I'm just looking for friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
That's
Bumble.
cool.
You're
Look,
right.
Candy looks so confused.
She was like, what?
Look, honestly, when you were doing this and you were asking a question, I was like, man, don't y'all better not
said,
say
"Don't
nothing.
give me
My
all these options."
look, I'm about to say, hold on. I'm about to say, look, don't judge me when I say this, but I'm like, man, my ADHD will kick in. I'll be like, nope, do.
He over there like, yep, me too.
But it's real though, and sometimes you'll because the ADHD will kick in, and then you'll be like, "Oh shit, I didn't mean to swipe left on him. Dang it, I messed up and can't go back because you gotta pass." So it's like, well, I'm not paying for this, so I can't go back. But it's
Wait, so if you pay for the site, you have options
You
to
have more
reverse?
control.
yeah, you have a little
I'd be
more
like,
control.
Uno reverse.
Be like, I like you, and then they come out and you be like, oh Jesus. But
I think that statistic that you shared is very interesting. The 62% of black women, and then also the least desirable people being black women and Asian men.
But can I tell y'all,
Which
that
is
some
crazy
Asian
to me
men are
because
fine
we-
as
I was
hell.
about to say that lately they've been like, we undesirable. Okay,
Watch
hold
this.
on.
Watch this.
Hold my coat.
Hold my beer.
Hold my jacket. They said we ain't cute. Hold on.
But they be on the sites and they sure be swiping on us black women.
I feel like we
Right.
should.
Because
They be in the DMs
because they
for
were
real.
sleeping because the rest of the world sleeping on us queens. That's what it is.
yeah, I
They
think
don't
that's
know
the
what
same
you
way
got.
with black women. Like, it's been like, especially like these past couple of years and probably even before, but it's been like,
I'm
oh,
gonna
well,
date
you
what
said
I
you didn't
want.
like this natural hair. Hold on.
He do.
Here it comes.
Hold on. And
Let me
then
show
it's
you.
been nothing but crazy natural hairstyles that have been gorgeous,
Amazing.
right? And so it's really just been us kind of moving into the space of confidence. I think that for the longest time, society has had this idea of what beauty was, and everybody bought into it. And still, we kind of go into these trendy spaces about what beauty is. However, lately, black women have been in this space of, I'm
gonna create
completely
our own.
I don't give a
self-confident.
damn what you
I'm
think.
loving what I look like. I'm loving what my sisters look like. And I think maybe the same can be said for the Asian community or the men in the Asian community in the same way as in, and I don't want to speak for them, but I've never seen so many images of Asian men and been like, well, listen.
Yeah, they
Right.
be having body.
Okay.
There's a show on Netflix called The 100, and it's a whole bunch of like fit folks that are like competing for like I don't know what the hell they're competing for, but when I tell y'all the men are gorgeous, and I'm just like, Jesus, what?
Give
Sir.
it to me, daddy.
Hot 100, huh?
I feel like we just need to come together and be like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
because I hate the fact that we're placed into this box that it's like, oh, we're not desirable, because we are. We are the people that
Right.
multiply. We're the ones that like make
Well-
your life better.
Well, honestly, I think that has everything to do with like back in the day when breaking up the home, especially in a black home. So if you are breaking up the home, because it started with making black women feel like they didn't need their men, right? So now you put that out there, but now let's make the black men not need their black women. So the society put out that this is the idea of beauty, and we weren't the idea of beauty anymore. So of course, what they're going to lean more to what the idea of beauty is, and that was just a way to divide and conquer, if you ask me, and fools are still being fools following that shit. But you don't know what you're missing until you get a black woman. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
Okay.
Okay, then put it out there. Stamp that.
But it's true though. It's like people try to play us and downplay us, and it's like, no, when you experience me, I'm an experience. Like, I don't care what you think I am. I know me, because it always happens. Like, you know, a guy will meet me and they'll be like, oh, okay, she's cool. But, you know, you don't want to go there. Like, you don't want to date me. But then once you get to know me, you're like, oh, damn, you're dope. Why are you still single? Because
I'm not tolerating bullshit.
I'm
That's
not tolerating the BS, and I'm not gonna be second fiddle for anybody. If you don't choose me, hey, I can't. There's nothing I can do about that.
I heard Amanda say that so much last year.
What?
I'm not with the fuck shit. I'm not with the bullshit.
I'm not, and I will sit here with a dry ass phone than deal with the fuck shit.
I hear that.
Because I
would too,
choose peace.
honestly.
Like, honestly, like, when do you choose peace? A lot of us don't choose peace first, and so we're willing to have like.
So that's
I'll
what I'm
date this
doing
person.
right now. I'm choosing peace.
Girl,
No.
we not about to get. We are not.
Girl, no.
We are not. But I
I'm
definitely.
trying to choose peace.
I'm just gonna look at you.
Right?
I'm looking
I
away,
love
Tony.
you.
need you
I'm
to
just
keep
looking
looking
away.
away.
Going everywhere because y'all are every which way on this screen. So y'all might be looking this way and I might be looking this way. Y'all are moving.
just look forward,
It's
sis.
okay,
Look
just
forward.
look forward. You are in the center.
I'm trying to look at y'all as y'all speak and I'm like, okay.
You are just center to us.
Yeah,
so
you're
if you're
dead
looking
center to
forward, you're
us.
looking
Yeah.
at us.
Yeah.
All right, so I do have a question though. So what has been some of your pet peeves in dating in general? I can tell you a
So-
couple of mine.
What's been your pet peeves in dating?
What's
But
your
so,
pet peeve?
what you got?
Hope?
I don't know right now at the moment.
We sprung it on you. We'll let Amanda start because she was prepared for hers. Go ahead.
All right.
What are yours,
So for
Maggie?
me, number one is dry conversation or subject verb agreement. Like, I'm very much a person that's like, I need you to know.
Did you just say something?
I did. I did. Because you can't, look, if you can't talk.
I was like, what did she just
But you can't, like, okay, I read people's profiles, and if you don't know how to pair
So you're
a
talking about
sentence
writing.
structure, yes,
Okay.
writing,
You don't know
but
there,
then
there,
that
and
also
there.
leads to your
There, there, and
conversation.
there.
If you don't know two and two.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I'm just saying, like writing for sure. So, like, I understand, like, so people, when you speak, sometimes you speak in slang, which is fine.
I get that.
But if you're writing
cool.
and
Baby, and I have to decipher what you're saying or what you're trying to say.
but I think that people
Swipe
forget.
left.
I
Is
think
that right?
people-
Yeah, swipe left.
I don't know. I'm about to say swipe somewhere. Shit, up, down, right, left. Shit, rotate
No,
that shit.
up is super light. You can't do it.
Don't go up there. Okay.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'm learning something new today.
So while up would be super like,
because they're going up.
They-
no, I would think
Somewhere.
going down. Be super like, I'm just saying, but but I think also when it comes to that, people don't take into consideration, which is across the board, like even with just texting in general, right? So. Like I told y'all plenty of times, I don't like to have a serious conversation or
Via
like
text.
via text because it's my interpretation, not necessarily what you're trying to put across.
Exactly.
So I
Yeah.
think that people don't realize when they're writing these things and they're maybe writing how they're slang or thinking it's cool when they're texting this. But like my thing is, I'm reading in this and I may not know what the hell
You're
mean
saying.
by this
Oh
or what
yeah,
you're
because
saying.
you don't know a lot of slang.
First of all, don't come for me. I do
true, too.
kind of, sort of, in a all in a
No,
way.
no, because what you'll
Don't make
do
no
is
face.
call Wim and be like, "What is this?"
Look,
Be like, what is this?
it has happened.
The kids were saying this.
But, like,
what is that?
this?
I'm like, girl, I don't know either.
But no,
Let me
like
ask-
going back to the dry
Ask my brother.
conversation.
Phone a friend.
But like going back to the dry conversation part, like I can't stand when a person is just like, "What you doing?" A day goes by.
Yeah.
What you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
At-
Good
Every
morning.
day.
Where you at?
Right. Well, just tell me what you want to talk about then.
Right.
Like, because if you hit me up, be like, hey, you got time to talk. That's what you should say. Or are you busy? Because I expect that you want to have time to talk to me. And it's like
To get to know me.
Right. And if you like, and even if you say what you doing, I don't necessarily have an issue with that. It's just if that follow up is still fucking dry, now I have a problem.
Exactly. Or if you get on the phone and it's silence and it's like, bruh.
But sometimes, okay, don't do that. What we not finna do, I'll sit on the phone silently.
Oh, well, then I'm coming for you. Like, what you mean?
We sit on the phone silently.
No,
we're different.
we're different. No, so first of all,
And it is not
we
silent.
start
In a silent
Right.
conversation.
Right.
We probably had
Working.
several lives,
Right.
several laughs, I'm sorry, before
Right.
we got to
And-
this silent moment.
And then the issue when we have silent moments is because we're at work and then it'd be like, hold
Exactly.
on. It's like a hold on moment. And then we know each other well enough to not have to say hold on. So we're doing whatever and we come back.
Right.
It's like we're working while we're together on the phone. That's the
Exactly.
difference.
Yeah.
That's how this
Versus-
podcast started. But
Yes. Look. I appreciate y'all coming up with this because I enjoy you guys so
What'd
much.
she just say?
Shut up.
We-
I
Wait,
enjoy
she
you
was waiting
guys.
for it.
Back to
French.
dating. Back to
French.
dating. Back to dating.
Y'all
Okay.
coming up with this. So do you remember us coming up with this, or do you remember your
we
friend?
going back to dating.
Okay.
We
Never mind.
we
We talk
all.
about dating. So
We talk about dating.
the other one that I have is hoteps. Like those overtly woke folks that's like, sir.
You said, wait, whole tips?
Oh, jeez.
you gotta brush up on the culture.
We gonna start
just-
sending you Urban Dictionary.
For all the memes and gifs and Instagram posts that you overload the group chats with.
None of them are that. Have you watched the ones I sent? Because
That's
those are the
my
ones I
point.
comprehend.
How
Like,
you sucking up all of this culture
because my page
and
is
missing
private.
all of this?
Okay, so the problem is my page is private, and then like also your content, like when it the algorithm, when it sends you the stuff, it sends you stuff that you actually paying attention to.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
right.
doesn't send me something outside of what I'm already looking at. Like so it's very rare that I have something
Tips
else.
From
I'm thinking like
a
they're
very
giving you
brief-
tips on
She
how to be
said
a hoe.
hoteps. Lord.
no,
Then why call it hoe
absolutely.
tips?
It's not whole tips.
What did you say?
Tip.
Oh, whole tip. I thought you were saying whole tips. I'm like, then why the fuck are you giving me tips? I'm like, what?
It's not whole tips.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's hotep. And these are people who have certain sort of beliefs, but one of the traits that most people know about them is that they can be or they seem overtly woke.
Overt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's
Aggressively
another
so.
thing for me.
They're like, "What's up, queen, sister?"
Yeah. Oh, I got it. When you said overly woke, I got it. I got it.
Hey, my queen. How
Which
are you
is
today?
not bad.
The
It's not
sun
that-
rises
I think
with
it's
you
very-
in the.
And I'm like, does it rise? Because it should rise with me
Listen,
every day.
I
I'm
like
a
that
problem.
type.
Grand rising. And it's like, bruh.
I like that type of talk. I do,
We know.
but
But when it's
some other
overt to
stuff
the
when
point where
it
it's
goes
mistress.
and other, I also like that type of talk. But when it goes to another point, I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Mistress.
I don't want to have
She
any
like
more of
that.
this conversation. Let me get in my car and go.
We usually gotta save that.
Mistress.
Yeah.
Oh,
Save
yes.
that note to self for later.
Okay.
Okay.
What about y'all? What are some of the other pet peeves that you've come across
I
in
would
dating?
say one of mine is time wasted. Like, don't waste my time.
Facts. Facts.
Talk about it.
I feel that.
I don't like.
Just be upfront with me. Like, is this gonna be serious? Do you just want a dinner date? Do you want to fuck? Like, let me know. Like, what is your game?
So I can plan
and-
accordingly.
Right.
That
And
part.
honestly, I think that people and I think it's more so guys who feel like you can't say that because you fail to realize there's a lot of women that are like, okay, like I'm in the headspace. I don't really want something serious right now anyway. Like, say that. Be honest and be straightforward. Because my thing is, if my pet peeve is a lie. So that means don't gaslight me. Don't do it. My pet peeve is a lie. I don't give a fuck how small it is. Don't lie. Because then, like, now I'm unattracted to you or I'm not feeling
I can't trust it. I can't
Right,
trust it.
like,
It's a scam, automatic.
right. Because, like, even if you say, hey, I'm not looking for nothing, you never know. Like, if I'm like, oh, shit, I'm cool with that.
Right. I could be in
Like,
that
don't,
headspace.
right. Don't lie to me to try to get me to talk to you because unless you want an enemy and that was your skin because you lied, like, that ain't what you want.
Lord.
Baby.
You have any others, though?
Let's see. I would say liars. Time wasted. Communication. Like, I mean,
Communication's a big one.
It all comes
Yeah.
together. I feel you.
it all comes together. Like, just be upfront with me for
For
real.
sure. For sure.
Y'all have any?
Mine is loyalty.
Yeah.
Because
So loyalty
I'm-
in dating or loyalty in a
dating.
relationship?
Like if we started dating, I'm going
Exclusively
to have.
dating?
But I think you should have
But
that
I don't want to say relationship, like, because.
Well, my thing is,
So,
like,
girl,
so there's an
where is
option
my
too.
loyalty if we ain't
Right.
calling
Well, that's
it
what I'm
a
saying. Like, so if it's not a
but
relationship.
when I say loyalty, it means something different to me. It means like when you're with me, we ride, right? Period. Even if we're dating other people, we ride together. Does that make sense to y'all?
I'm lost.
Okay.
They
I'm-
may not be lost, but I'm lost.
I'm loyal to y'all, right? I ride for y'all. I still got other friends that I'm loyal
So
to
are
that
you
I
saying-
ride for.
So, like, so what about in the beginning? Like, so
In the
When I
talking
first-
stage.
in the talking stage, like the talk, like, because if you get to know somebody, what would be a pet peeve? Like, so once you're actually dating them, and maybe I guess, like, I understand the loyalty once you're dating and you're actually having that type, you have already built that relationship or a situationship, whatever you want to call it. What is it in the beginning? Like, what is a pet peeve of yours? Like when you're first starting to deal with someone or trying to get to know them to date. Like, I don't understand
really
dating
have.
anyway.
I'm a little bit more open, y'all. I don't like lies. Everything y'all said, I agree with.
Right.
But I'm thinking about stuff once we start dating, not in a relationship, but once we start dating. Like, don't let nobody hit me up online telling me that's my man. Like, that's one of my
Yeah.
big things.
Ooh.
Like, don't
That's
let
a
nobody
question.
That's
come
not
to
even
me.
dating. Don't be
Baby.
Really?
pretending like you're single.
Right.
When you're
Is
not.
there anyone that can
Don't
consider
ever,
you in a relationship? That is a question.
Don't
That
ever
is.
have a crazy ex. Don't wait until your crazy ex approaches me.
Exactly.
You need to tell me
In
ahead
the
of time.
beginning.
Right.
Like, I like
Because
to know.
otherwise, I believe her. Automatically, I believe that whoever your crazy ex is has a reason to be crazy, and it's probably because you're still talking to her.
And I just feel like don't ever let anybody
Girl.
in the streets come to me and be able to tell me
Yeah.
something about you
Yeah.
that
Right.
you should have told me. So whether you're dating other people, say that in the beginning. Hey, I'm not in anything. I'm not looking for anything serious, but I'm dating other people.
Multi-dating.
Let them know. Yeah, let them know. Like I'm
Candy.
going to.
No more matcha
None.
before
I'm going
None.
to.
no more.
I'm going to let the person know that, hey, I'm dating other people,
Right.
Or if you have kids, don't
Pull
wait
it
to,
together.
don't wait to tell
No,
me that.
legit.
And I'm not going to wait to tell them
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yes, I have kids,
Yeah.
but people's it's crazy nowadays. So when we just talking before we go on
Right.
on the date, I might not mention it.
Look.
Or before we actually meet up for the day, I'm going to be like, hey, just so you know, like, I have kids. Does that bother you? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I will let them know that way. But, like, because I protect my children so much, I don't want nobody crazy, like, looking at a picture and being like, oh, your daughter's so beautiful. Like, she's really beautiful.
Sir.
I want to cut you now. Like,
Right.
don't.
Breathe.
Is there an awkwardness or like a and
Thank you.
something that's odd about having to disclose having children? Like, is it like a concern?
For me, it's people won't date me.
It's having that concern that people won't be open to it.
No, it's legit. I've been sitting there having a conversation with someone, and then we're vibing, like it's going real good. Find out I have kids, it's over.
But can I offer the other side of that? As someone that doesn't have kids, I get looked at like, oh, you don't have kids? Like, why? What's wrong with you? And why do you not have kids? And I'm like, but how you gonna filter me for the choice? Because you don't know what's going on.
Say
Yeah.
I didn't want to share my coochie pushing something else out. Like the fuck?
But it's
Exactly.
crazy how it goes on both sides of the spectrum. Because it's like
Yeah.
that's wild.
I
That-
think.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I think my issue would before, because not necessarily now, like immediately after my divorce, I think that was a concern in the back of my head. Like, would somebody not want to talk to me because I have children? Because that is definitely a stigma that's out there, like men that don't want to date women with children. However, I think the only reason I can't say I have fully experienced someone who hasn't said they wouldn't talk to me because I have kids is because I don't think I've truly intentionally tried to talk to somebody for real after dating except once. And
It is on camera. And record.
Shut up. Yeah. And I don't know, because I didn't, you know, I needed time, because I don't, I also too, because I'm not one of the people that can climb under someone else to get over the next person. And it
Right.
wasn't even a matter of getting over it. I need to heal, because I need to be right, because I'm not trying to bring any negative energy anywhere. But definitely, I do think, I guess maybe going forward, when I would definitely tell somebody, but maybe going forward, if I don't know if I would have that nerve wracking. My mindset as today, I'd be like, no, I got kids. You got a problem with it? Fuck you. You know?
Right.
Facts.
I haven't ran across that yet. My issue is
Mississippi
now, like,
water.
me meet people that don't have kids, want kids, and I'm like, ooh, mine is enough.
Oh,
for
mean
you. I'm
people
not
that
having
want
no more
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that.
That's,
Yeah.
And I think that's what maybe men are thinking, like, oh, she probably don't want no more kids, or
Right.
But ask
Or-
me.
yeah,
legit.
there's that.
Give me the
but
opportunity.
I mean,
I want to answer
societal, not my own opinion, just stuff I've heard from people. What I'm about to say before y'all jump out of a bag on me.
She's talking to y'all because
Okay.
she was looking at y'all.
I'm looking at you. Okay. So, societal, I have two things against me entering into the dating world by society's
I know where she going with my
measures. Okay.
I was
One,
wondering what you were looking
I
for.
am a single mom.
Yeah.
And two, I'm a bigger girl.
And 3, according to the statistics, you're a black woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That man's a
And then a black woman on top of that. So I got all these things that technically are against me. And you have all these men who believe in societal norms of what they should follow.
Well, honestly, I'm not going to jump out of the bag on you.
This is not how I feel about myself.
Oh, I know.
Right.
But it's
when you kept stressing that, I was like, but I honestly, I don't think that like any man or even like any boy or girl who follows societal norms
what
and
she
like
said.
saying like basically that shallow bullshit, they're not men. They're not worth your time anyway. They're boys.
True. But now I have to
But that we
not have
Spend
to.
time
Now they're
deciphering.
I
But-
gotta sit there and see
You got
if
you
it's
got to swipe left
authentic.
and right,
Like,
and then go on a date, and then figure it out.
But
and
honestly,
then be
but
like,
isn't
okay,
that the
this
thing
doesn't
with
work,
dating
or it
though
does work.
nowadays?
Yeah, it's
Because
dating.
a lot of the men are very fucking shallow in general. So
They are.
I wouldn't want a man to date me because they was like, oh, you're just granted attraction, whatever you're attracted to, attraction is like a main thing because that's what gets you in there. However, if you just like, okay, pet peeve of mine, I cannot stand a man if he said I only date light skinned women. We're done. We're done. You done finished it before we got started because that's a pet peeve of mine because that means you're very shallow in thinking. Because women are beautiful. If you can't look at us as a whole and see
When
how
I can
beautiful
see
But
and
them.
sometimes
unique,
it's
right?
not that. I've had that conversation too. Sometimes it's not that. It's their own insecurity.
Right.
Oh, I know.
It's that they want to build a
But my-
future with them,
but
and they don't want
Want
their kids to
be.
come.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. My thing is that's not. I'm not saying that it's not because like me. I'm saying you have that fetish because you maybe if you have that insecurity, that's the insecurity that need to be fixed. That's a red flag to me because that's self hate. I'm okay.
It
Go see a
happened lot
therapist.
because I'm brown skin, and y'all notice I'm brown skin. I'm not light skin,
brown
and I'm not chocolate, and I like the chocolate. And
I like chocolate too.
and
Facts.
I used to be.
like
I used
Y'all
to be
really
too
eat
dark
too
for
much
people.
sweets.
I used to be too
Do
dark for
we?
people.
You know they say dark chocolate rich for you.
Girl,
Wow.
what? Too
Anyways,
dark for people. Get out of here.
so I
You
was
say
too.
But colorism is a
Yeah,
whole
people
other
say it
conversation.
is. It is.
Can we come back around?
But I'm
Colorism is a
saying
whole other thing.
it's associated with dating.
Yeah.
Like for people that I would find attractive, they wouldn't date me because I was too dark for them
That is
back in the
crazy to
day.
me.
And so now I'm at a point in my life, I'm like, I'm not about to accept bullshit. I'm not about to just date to date. And this was said in the past that bigger girls are seen as help. I'm not about to help nobody. I'm not about to be your come up. I'm not about to be nobody's come up. So it's just because I have standards and because of these societal norms that people are going by, my dating pool went from like the world to like an island of what I will accept, what I'm attracted to, what I'm willing to date. You know, it shrunk a lot.
I could believe that, but I would also question, since we are talking about online dating, does that open it at all? And I know that in other parts of the world that some of those things persist, especially just being black, right? But being that we're online now, does that mean that we have access?
We do.
To not just here where we are,
because the
but
society is different in other places.
far beyond where we are, right? And does that open up that pool anymore?
Can I say this? Like, I feel personally that it's a regional thing. And I say that because recently I went to New York. And
I love them some yam girl.
Baby, the Texas pool has been, y'all gonna have to convince me otherwise, because the Texas pool has been shallow. And
you gotta get them good countrymen. They like all of this yams and ham.
But again, I
haven't come across it in Texas.
But I have not come across it in Texas. When I went to New
men
York,
are shallow in Texas.
Forgot my dating app was
in
on.
Houston. I'll say in Houston.
And just happened to look at it, and when I tell y'all it was 150 men. I was like, wait a minute. And it was like nice quality. Like, I was like, oh, okay, well. But
stick around.
It was interesting. Like, I was like, well, maybe I should, but I didn't notice it until I got back, and then I was like, man, I ain't got time to swipe through all this stuff. It just got overwhelming, and I was like, man, whatever. But it was just interesting to see the difference, and maybe just because I was a new face that popped up, but it still was a much better selection of people that I actually would date. Yeah. And the crazy part is I've actually always had really great relationships with people on the East Coast. So I think for me, maybe it is a regional thing. But also, like, when I met the guy in Spain, like, that was completely random. If he's watching this, nothing happened. But no, but no, it was just
did we want it to.
Horrible influence, Candy.
Really? You do it to me.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Anyways, moving on.
So, but just saying that, like, with dating and the pool that we have, and just like Wim said, opening it up, are we also open to dating other races? Like, that's a question that I've really had to like deal with. But like dating, yes, but I'm just like, I'm in this space where I'm like, I need you. Like, if I am going to date someone outside of my race, there are things that you have to understand culturally and be able to accept. Yeah. Like, you have your Gabourey Sidibe's, your Serena Williams, Quinta, Tika, Meghan Markle.
Come on, Quinta. I just seen Quinta's husband. I
was about to call her girl Tamara, Eve,
Tamara and her husband Adam. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, you have all these people that have chosen to date outside of their race. And I kind of wanted to know from you guys, would you seriously consider connecting with someone other than black?
I consider a hot Asian man.
Hell yeah. No, I really would, because I don't mind it. I don't mind getting to know you and everything. There's just one thing I would have to get used to, but it has to do with sex, so I don't want to bring it up. Did you do that?
No. Amanda asked this question, right? You said, hell yeah. And you said, sure.
No, I think,
I can't.
You never know who your soulmate could be. They could be someone that's completely the opposite of what you picture yourself with. That's why I like watching that show Love is Blind, because I'm like,
I love it.
Lauren Speed, she never thought she would have been with a white man. Lauren, she never thought she would be with a white man, because her dad is like black,
I love seeing them to meet for the first time. That was hilarious.
Right. It was hilarious, and so I'm just like, you never know, but
it's okay if you don't know what we're talking about for real.
I get the gist of what you're explaining.
I think that, like Candy said earlier, being like a big proponent on energy. And so I think if we can kick it and we can vibe, and I'm not getting fetishization or a microaggressive type of energy between us, if we could actually go out and kick it, and you can come and kick it with this group, and you can kick it around my family,
that is the ultimate
then
test.
I really don't care. If I find you attractive, then listen, we good.
And be able to take the fact that my family is definitely going to talk about how non-black you are.
Right. But I think with this group, even though we are a little off at times, I think
she's speaking French again, y'all.
yes, we. I think that though, for the way we are with one another, we accept people that each other loves or are into. Like, we're not going to be like, oh, you shouldn't talk to this person because they're of another race.
But we will be like,
We might make crack jokes, but it is what it is.
so.
No, my first question
I
I'm
just
going to
wanna
ask, is it wee wee? Are we good?
She gonna be like, how the dick is?
Literally.
Is it win or not?
Or not?
I just
Like,
gotta get used
I need to make sure you're good for the
possibly
rest of your
putting
life.
My mouth on something that ain't black.
Damn.
look,
That's a story time.
that's
for
definitely
another
story time. I think that I definitely I'm getting more open to the idea.
Yeah, basically the idea. And
Well,
Let me come around
well,
this
no.
mic. Hold on. What?
Because remember I said I was going to, but okay. So my preference, we all know,
it's chocolate.
chocolate. But it's not that I'm not attracted to other men, like, because I'm definitely much so attracted to them. But I think that just the way that I am as a person,
Sister
like
soldier.
maybe, like just like Amanda said, like in Wim also, like you have to understand our culture and like understand that, like, because if you can't, like, if
Or be
there
willing
has
to
be,
learn.
right? Because there have to be some. Because I feel like if you weigh left, we gonna have a problem.
Or don't brush it off.
Don't
brush it off.
Not either.
And I don't know. And then I have to learn, because it's not even just about them too, because I haven't really. Yeah, like and for myself, I need to learn,
You
because
gonna
I
have
would
to.
hate to, right? Because I can't, because you know how we're quick to say,
You're
oh, what
gonna say the thing.
I am gonna say some bullshit, but you know how we always say, like, oh, I want this, and I can't have them doing this. But in reality too, like, there's things that I need to learn as far as dating someone outside of my race, and I'd be mindful
learn
as
about
well, and more being more considerate,
Yeah.
and learn, like you said, learning about them, because I don't want them to feel fucked up from me, like, because I'm not trying to fuck somebody else up, because
Right.
I ain't got my shit
Like,
together.
I want you to feel love too. I want you to feel that same energy that you're giving me. I don't, like, if you can do that, you can turn the tide and be like, well,
right,
here we are.
because I have some messed up, like, comments.
Okay.
So you gonna date them outside of your race? I don't know.
As long
if
as
you
they have no weird fetish, I'm okay with it.
Hey
I
now.
like a couple
It's-
of those.
it's-
a couple of those.
It's
Ooh.
we should have brought red balloons.
As long
Shut
as
up, guys.
I
Just
told
a
you we don't get
We
shade.
we're gonna talk about it in another episode, but
For
Thank
sure.
you.
I have weird fetish and he needs to know how to
Go bring red
cook. I don't
balloon.
care what
I'm
race, as long
tickled.
as he can cook, we are good.
Oh, if you can feed me, baby.
that's your love language.
Like, you need to know
Language
more than
is-
salt and pepper and
Facts.
Italian seasoning.
Facts.
Baby.
That's fair.
Well, me being me, y'all know we're coming to the end of this episode, but I want to leave you guys with a little bit of homework, as I often do. So,
That's homework shit.
Sorry,
I
it
love you.
always brings out
I'm just
emotions.
joking.
Did you do your homework last time?
Did I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she
Self-care.
said we was. Yeah, she said we supposed to receive, right? And she said receive
But what did you receive?
nothing yet.
Oh man, no, your homework is to go and watch Love Is Blind. No, just kidding. But
I was like, oh well, shit, I failed.
Look,
No.
you can use my sign on. I got you.
And the problem
not
is me
even that.
watching
She
Don't
it.
think they having that no more.
But no, I really want you guys just to think, just to stay open to life, love, dating, and just making sure as you're meeting people, make sure you're making genuine connections and not just the
Wham,
surface
bam, thank
BS.
you, man.
I mean, but if that is it, just let it know and communicate that before
And
you,
let it be what you want,
exactly.
and not what you're settling for. But yeah, no, I can do that. That part is easy.
You can do that.
Oh yeah, I can reject people.
I
all
think I
over the
can do that
heartbeat.
too.
You can do that. Let it be what you
We got
want.
this.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys again for listening to today's episode of Tribe Foolery and Bullshit. We want to thank you for listening today. Please make sure that you are following us on all of our social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also, making sure you are subscribed to our YouTube page, like, comment, subscribe. Today, All of our episodes will be there. And also, if you have any questions or if you would like the tribe to answer any questions for you, feel free to email us at tribefoolery@gmail.com, and we will be more than happy to put that on the air and talk about it with the tribe.
Yeah.
Or if it's a topic, like if it's a topic that you want us to talk about, brush up on, definitely send us that.
Well, thank y'all again.
Guys for listening.
Once again, I'm Amanda.
I'm Tom.
Candy.
Shakira,
Utopia.
Hey, and we are Tribe Foolery.
thank you for joining us.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
She said she need me like heartbeat. Drive me